What's up, YouTube peoples? This is Joe Black here with another 2v2 commentary with my real-life buddy Studley. Today's matchup will be a Protoss Extravaganza. Got Poseidon and Eternus, if I can get it centered here at all. This matchup was played a couple nights ago, I believe on May 1st, so it's been a while since I played this game. Don't recall what build orders Studley or I went with, and just going in this one blind, nice and fresh, just like everybody else. Bring up my production tab here. We got Eternus throwing down his pylon before anybody else. Seems like Poseidon is falling a little behind. There he goes, tossing down his. Studley working on. Normally, Studley prefers to not wall off, so why exactly he is deciding to put his pylon that far up, I don't know. Usually he goes a lot closer to his nexus, like I did right here, and pretty much like everybody else did. But yeah, I'm not too sure as to why he did that. Hopefully this matchup will be full of different builds, although it's typically not the way Protoss matches work out. Everybody seems to always go with a 4-gate strategy and do a robo with immortals and then colossi, so hopefully somebody will spice it up a little bit. I tend to hate following the norm, and I always like to try, and that's why I like playing as random, but with Studley as my partner, I felt like we complemented each other better when we both played as Protoss, seeing as how it's probably my strongest race right now. Having a little trouble deciding whether or not I wanted to get my cybernetics core up first, or my simulator. It's not like it was gonna. I think I actually also trapped my probe. So nope. Okay, it wasn't. It must be a different game I played where I trapped my probe. Another pylon. We got Poseidon scouting me out. Yeah, that's what it is. I trapped Poseidon's probe. Alright, I'm starting to remember a little bit of this matchup. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I don't know why his guy would actually even run in there unless he actually clicked right in between all those structures. But yeah, just trapped him in there and just took him out. It was pretty funny. What we got? So we got cybernetics core down for Eternus and a 2-gate. Pylon out up front there. Pylon watching his back door. We got double gate. Pylon Poseidon. He's a little behind. Studley, 2-gate forge, cybernetics core. Myself, 2-gate forge, cybernetics core. Was a little late on my gas, so I probably should have gotten my gas before I got my cybernetics core, but I did not. But keeping on top of my warp gate, I'm actually. Come on, Studley, you got more than 50 gas. Go warp gate. Yeah, I seem to have been on top of actually researching my warp gate more than anybody else was. We've got Poseidon way behind on his warp gate comparatively. Studley, come on, man, look at this. 150 gas almost reaching up there. Still haven't done. He's focusing more on defense and cannons and such. I'm not even sure if he even scouted any of this, so why he would be going heavy on the defense that much. He just must be worried about like a zealot rush or something like that, but I don't know. There we go, finally doing the warp gate. 2 stalkers. Pumping out 2 stalkers for myself here. 2 more gates. Got my. Man, I'll be the first person done with my warp gate. Send this little guy out here. Finally watching my back door. Studley, this matchup, actually watching his. So the only person who hasn't kept an eye on their back door is Poseidon over here. And we got Poseidon really heavy on gas. Let's check out. We got Eternus over here, pretty high on both accounts. Studley seems to be spending pretty well. My money's getting up pretty high there. Not exactly sure what I'm waiting for. Might just be waiting to warp in a full set of 4 units. Actually, I only have... There we go. 1, 2, 3. Pumping out a 4th. Yeah. I really like to try and focus on keeping my money really low. I feel like if I'm not producing any army, that I'm just wasting time. And here we go, Eternus pushing forward. He probably should have also brought his teammates' units down, make his army a little bit bigger. Going with the proxy pylon down here. Researching Blink. I'm getting weapons level 1. Finally building a robo facility and my Twilight Council. Studley already has his robo facility out. He's pumping out his first observer. Sending it way up into the outskirts of our enemy's base. We got... okay, I'm starting to remember some of these battles a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if it's sad or not that I can actually remember the matchup from 5 days ago. That I 20 minutes, no, not even 20. That I 8 minutes and 40 seconds ago could not remember how it even went or how it even started. Alright, so here we go. Poseidon finally joining up with Eternus outside of our base here. I mean, not really cannon rushing, but setting up some defenses here. That was probably, I guess it was, yep, that was Studley's observer being sent out. Alright, so here's the engagement up here, using his observer to blink up into my base, or my side of the base. I actually took control of my units and focused down the observer. We've got Studley trying to chase away down here, but his cannon's making short work of his units. Then Turnus making a run for my mineral line. Studley losing track of half of his army. Don't know if he actually left them there on purpose or not. I'm working on Blink myself. Unfortunately, mine's a little too far behind Eternus' Blink, but his final Stalker's about to go down. And Studley is getting way up there in the minerals. I mean, he could expand like 2-3 times right now. Myself, I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping my money low. I also did have to stop mining for a minute there. I got decent, I mean, it's good saturation, I suppose. I should, though, be able to expand right now and rush out. Studley pumping out his Colossi. This may have been one of those matchups where we had discussed that Studley's not as good at pumping out a lot of gateway units, but he always remembers to go a lot higher in the tech than I. There we go, Poseidon trying to flank with a single Colossi, but that's about to get wrecked. Giving Studley control of my units again. Not really utilizing the Blink Micro. So I think I may jump down here and help him take control. But yeah, he tends to not really produce gateway units very quickly, so we'll typically agree to where we'll have him go up in the tech, and I will try to produce most of our gateway units and just give him control of them as they rally and more sentries and stuff. Here we go. I finally expanded on the outside. Went down here. Are there 8 mineral? Yeah, there's 8 mineral patches here, so it's a full expansion. Studley finishes off the cannons that are outside of our base there. Let's check out his money. 2.5 grand. He should definitely be expanding. I don't know if he's even focusing on... Yeah, he's supply blocked himself, so he won't be building anything anytime soon. He could just start throwing down 10 pylons. He certainly could afford it to bring up his supply. There he goes, pushing in. Sentries in the back, slacking. I highly doubt this is the matchup where I told him, but think I suggested he save some energy on most of the sentries and only try and do 2 Guardian shields. Trying to blink, use some blink micro, take out that Colossi. Losing 2 of the splash damage with Poseidon's Colossi. Pick off his, snipe it. Studley doing 0 micro. Turnus blinking behind. Here I am rallying some troops. Studley finally expanding, but still sitting at 2,500 minerals. Got Poseidon warping in some stalkers on the outside here. Pick them. There we go. Turnus comes in from the backside, takes out that Colossi. I may or may not have. I think Studley told me to take control of his units at this point, and he was going to go down and actually focus on his macro. But it turned out that he actually did not ever even turn on control for me. So his guys were pretty much just being taken out by Poseidon and Eternus. We got attack commanding over to Eternus' expansion, taking that one out. Using a little bit of Blink Stalker micro to pick off that Immortal. Got Poseidon rushing in with 3 Stalkers over here that are going to be made short work of. I don't know if I was researching. Nah. Usually I'll research Zolo legs, just so they can get in there faster and do some actual DPS before any Marines or Stalkers or Immortals or anything like that can do any damage to them. So we're pretty much here just cleaning up our opponents who Poseidon has an expansion here that we're just kind of ignoring. Studley should make short work of that. At this point in time, you'd feel like your opponents would realize that there's no way they can win, especially when one guy can't produce more than 3 Stalkers at a time. He's sitting on a lot of cash though. I mean, he could have run away and built like an expansion here and here if he wanted to try and stretch it out, but he has 0 probes. Checking it in. 0 probes, 0 income. Check out the units tab. We got 1 Immortal and 3 Stalkers, and they're all right here. And they're all about to get cleaned up. Warps in 3 more Zealots, and that Blink Micro right on top of them. When the Studley's reinforcements, he's finally able to produce. Finally made 40 more. There we go, finally get a GG from our opposing team. And Poseidon is completely destroyed. And both of the Protoss opponents GG and back out.